All right, good morning, board members, Mr. Garza, Ms. Benavides, Ms. Morales, and district staff. Other individuals joining us this morning, welcome as well. Time is 11:32 a.m. on this, the 6th day of May 2024, and I call this special call meeting of the United Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. May I have the trustees that are present, please announce their name for the record.
Ricardo Rick Rodriguez, present.
Gilbert Aguilar, present.
Alisa Oliveros, present.
Javier Montemayor, present.
Frank Castillo, present.
Thank you. And myself, Ramiro Veliz III. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present and that the meeting has been duly called. And then notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Agenda item 2 is going to be Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Agenda item 3 is public comments. Do we have any comments?
No, Mr. Veliz.
All right, so
Excuse me, I put my name down.
you had signed up, sir? Okay. Was it right after the meeting had opened or before?
No, when I got here like 15 minutes.
Okay, so we'll verify right now. Mr. Chopper?
Yes, sir. Mr. Jorge Mendoza regarding the superintendent hiring process.
Mr. Mendoza, go ahead and welcome, sir.
And you have 3 minutes, sir.
Good morning. Well, I just want to make and I'm sure other people feel the same way I do, that we need to look at the process. I know we've been working with 3 superintendents or interns, which are very qualified employees. And I'm sure that one of them can be the one, but I think we should do a statewide or nationwide search so we can make sure that we got the best qualified person to fill that position. Maybe we can do away with a lot of the bickering that goes around here. Yeah, people and next door neighbor and all the Facebook comments. Maybe we can get somebody from the outside that is not controlled by the board, is not has to hire from the employees that we have, family employees, stuff like that, where we can go through a direction, straight direction where the board is open and the superintendent is not, I guess, hasn't to do favors for everybody and stuff like that. I do not agree with spending 3-4 million, and I don't know exactly how much it is, spending on legal costs, on all the stuff when we can be spending the money on the kids, because we get into all these dilemmas, whether we don't have direction from the attorneys, whether our superintendent wasn't qualified to do what needed to be done, but we need to do a big search and get that person that will help us out. Because eventually the ones that pay are the taxpayers. So that's my point of view. And where we're at it, I was nominated to be on that planning session. I don't know what the point was about having that meeting. I just wasted 2 hours being there, and I don't know what the point of the meeting was. I thought I was going to meet with somebody that the higher-ups or whatever to discuss different things that we had. I show up there, and there's 100 people that playing little games. That I come from the private sector. I worked 40 years there. I worked for one company. Never been exposed to all that stuff. So, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. No further comments.
Thank you, sir. Agenda item 4, items for individual consideration. Item A, discussion and possible action to approve employment contracts and addendums for professional employees for the 2024-2025 school work year.
Good evening, Mr. Veliz and board members and the community audience. Just, it's this year again where we have to go ahead and renew our contracts. However, we do need to pull out 2 names. As you know, we constantly get resignations as we move along. We got 2 on Friday. We have one on page, Arlene Trevino on page 11 out of 12, the associate principal at United High School. And then we have Delta Joseline Renteria, nurse from Reese, and she's on page 10 out of 12. And so my recommendation is for the Board of Trustees to consider.
Motion for approval.
Approval,
Second.
please.
All right, thank you, sir. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Unopposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Agenda item 5, closed session. Time is currently 11:38 a.m. in accordance with Texas Government Code Sections 551.071 and 551.074. The board will discuss items 4A and 4B. No action will be taken in closed session. All right, open session. The board has reconvened from closed session, and we are now in open session. The time is 1:01 p.m. For the record, no action was taken in closed session. Agenda item 6A, possible action regarding the board policy DGBA local level 3 appeal here in Habana, Cordova.
Yes, the recommendation is to partially grant and deny the remedies as discussed in closed session and to allow legal counsel to proceed as discussed in closed session.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Unopposed, motion passes. Agenda item 6B, possible action regarding proposed non-renewal of classroom teachers' term contract, designation of board-appointed attorney to conduct non-renewal hearing, and authorization to administrators in charge to send notice of same to affected employee.
Mr. Vélez, members of the board, as the administrator in charge overseeing human resources, I am recommending to propose the non-renewal of classroom teacher Jesus Manuel Gonzalez's term contract of employment, to designate Jose Maldonado Jr. to conduct the non-renewal hearing, and to authorize me to send notice of same to the affected employee, Jesus Manuel Gonzalez III.
Motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Opposed, motion passes. Agenda item 6C, possible action regarding appointment of principal at John Arndt Elementary School.
Yes, sir. Mr. Vélez, members of the board, this gives me great pleasure to recommend the new principal for Arndt Elementary, but we also want to thank all the individuals that applied and were interviewed, including our other finalists. But at this time, we are recommending Ms. Griselda Flores Ibarra.
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Unopposed? Congratulations to Ms. Ibarra.
Congratulations.
Agenda item 6D, discussion possible action regarding the hiring process to be used by the district for the superintendent vacancy.
I make a motion that this board go out for a superintendent search and that we set this for the next board meeting to discuss the specifics and the parameters and all the details regarding the search and if it's TASB firm or a state firm.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion?
I wanted to be sure, this is already specifically mentioned TASB or anyone?
TASB will be one of the options. Obviously, there's other firms in the state that do that, and I think it's best that the board have options, but the ultimate decision is yours.
Right.
Thank you.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Unopposed, motion passes. Agenda item 7, adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Motion, second. All those in favor? Aye. Good timing. All those opposed? Time is 1:03. We are adjourned.